Sorry about that. They literally just shut it down like a minute before you came.
I saw that. It was like, oh, man, I guess that just happened. Okay, cool. Cell phone charger back if you need one.
Thank you. How's it going?
Oh, not too bad. Looks like the festivities are getting going today already.
Yep. Get some stuff done. Unfortunately, cannot continue with the festivities.
No more festivities.
No. How about you? Any fun plans?
Definitely not. No, I never know. I didn't even know they were doing St. Patty's today. I thought it was tomorrow. But
Me too.
Yeah, I'm always surprised. Like last year, they did the Dying Monday and then St. Patrick's Day celebration. They tried to separate it, which was weird. I don't know. I'm always 50-50 because I try not to pick up drunks, and it's St. Patrick's Day, so
I know,
after 12:30,
your odds are not great.
Yeah, but what happens every year, and I'm here for it, is somebody goes, oh, I need to go out to the burbs, and I get an hour and a half long drive that takes me way out of Chicago, and I just pick up regularly so many people all day, and I love that.
Yep.
So I'm hoping I get that. I've only been driving 30 minutes. So.
Yeah, that's probably later on in the day. I'm assuming all the suburbanites are going to hang out till,
True.
late afternoon.
Yeah, and then they're like, we got to get back to,
Yeah.
Schaumburg or whatever. All right, cool.
Yep, that's probably going to happen around 4-ish, 5-ish, I would say. But yeah, the new Guinness pub, my first time over there, it's pretty chill. My buddy got us a table over there, so we hung out for a little bit, and it was pretty nice.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, yeah, and of course, Guinness, is popping up. It's got to be super popular.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't keep it too crowded. Okay. You have 3-hour time slots at the table.
Okay.
So they just kind of you stay there for 3 hours, then they kick you out, they get a new group in, so it's not too crazy or unruly.
Sure, yeah, that's not bad at all. Mm-hmm. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm wondering if if the loop is kind of closed off, because earlier I had to walk a couple of blocks from my place to get picked up. Mm-hmm. So if that's the case, then,
they might,
wherever.
They usually like to do that, especially with Riverwalk and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And a part of it is also as an Uber driver, somebody wants to get picked up, you're I can wait 15 minutes to go 2 blocks, or you can just walk over to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
so if that's the case, then feel free to drop me off, wherever.
But yeah, Chicago it's interesting on all the festivals and all that stuff, just how the city shuts down in different areas, and you just never expect it until
yep.
You get there, you're oh, this is, I can't go here, okay.
Oh, especially the loop. I've had a few times where they shut down a loop for a movie set or something.
Oh, yeah.
Circling around for 2 hours waiting for them to open it up. Yeah.
Yeah, because, especially if you live right there, there's tons. Obviously, Chicago PD, fire, and police are,
yep.
Right? The what's the other one? MD, they're all going. They're all, I remember one time I have a kid, and we were driving, and I was like, oh man, it looks like a nasty accident. And I was and there was a car flipped over on top of another one. I was like, kid, don't look, this looks bad.
Oh.
And as I'm driving, I moved here from California, from Hollywood. I've done acting and stuff. Mm-hmm. So as I'm I see the car, and then as I'm driving, I go, wait, there's a table there. Wait, I see somebody holding a boom.
Oh.
And then I realized, this is a TV show.
Yeah.
It's a set, right? I was like, oh, cool. So then I'm pointing people out. I'm pointing stuff out. She's
That's funny.
This is cool, yeah. But for a minute, you're just this. But then that's just where they film stuff, because it's Chicago.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's what people know. All right, downtown, they know the loop. That's when you think Chicago. That's what you think of.
Yep.
You from here originally?
Originally from Europe, but then moved here when I was in my early teens, and bummed around all over the place. So, but I've been here for the last 6 years.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yep. When did you move here?
2 times, but the most recent was 2018.
Okay. Yep, that's when I got here too.
Oh, nice. So you got the polar vortex? Were you here for that one?
I think Oh, yes, when it was -20 or whatever.
Yeah, right, -30. And don't order Grubhub because you might die.
No, yeah, we missed winter this year. I mean, there's 2 snowfalls?
It was nothing. I'm I'm from California. The first time I saw winter was when I moved here in 2013, and that year was also a polar vortex.
Mm-hmm.
So that was -30, -40, just insanely cold. And that was the first time I ever saw snow.
Wow.
Yeah.
What an introduction.
It was bad. It was rough. I tell people I don't acclimate. I just have snow-induced PTSD.
Actually, I like snow. I'm one of those people that I love when it snows in Chicago because
Sure.
everything kind of shuts down. Not too many people are driving around, not too many people on the streets. You bundle up right, and then
Yeah.
you can walk around. I honestly grab like a beer, put it in a cup, and I just go like bum around. That's
sure.
great.
Yeah, if you like the weather and you know how to bundle for it, it's
Yep.
great. Again, because I'm a Californian, I'm used to just going outside and not thinking about it.
Right.
So I go out there and I'm like, this was a bad move, but I'm already there. And I don't know what to do. Yeah,
No,
so
I got, long johns, jeans, right boots,
yeah.
right jacket, like face mask, scarf, hat. Like, I'm good. I don't really feel cold at all.
Nice. That's
And then
all it takes. Yeah.
then you walk around. Like, I live right by like Grand Park, Millennium Park, and you walk through there, and there's like no one there. So you literally get the bean, everything to yourself, and like a foot or two of snow, and it's phenomenal.
Sure. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I totally get that. It's beautiful. Snow is beautiful to look at, but I've learned, like, I'm a lizard. Like, I am so empowered. Like, it's
Fair
bad.
enough.
Like, it from like, I would say November until right around April, I'm just like, I don't want to leave the house. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't have any energy to do anything. And then once I start seeing the sunshine, I start
And come out of your
I'm ready.
hibernation.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's like, I'm here because my daughter's mom moved here with her, like, after we split up. So I was like, I got 7 years, and then I'm moving back to California. Like,
Fair enough.
I can't. I'm a lizard. I'm so without. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to live in Fort Lauderdale,
Oh, nice.
in Florida.
Okay.
So we used to like warm and sunshine and all that fun stuff.
Sure.
I love it, but honestly, like, I'll take any weather, climate,
That's
whatever.
good. Well, see, you're malleable to it. You didn't get spoiled.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what really matters.
I like them both. I love the mountains and cold weather as much as I love the beaches. So whatever.
See, and that's what's great about California is they have mountains at the beach.
I know. That is.
Yeah.
But the sunshine tax, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, tax here is pretty rough, but over there it's a
Yes.
little.
Yes. Yeah,
tougher.
it's nuts. California prices are ridiculous.
Yeah. I'll vacation over there.
Exactly.
Are you gonna move back over there eventually then, or?
Yeah, yep, that's the plan. I just gotta get rich first, and then I'm on my way.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I was lucky. I did buy a house here, and I'm just like watching the value tick up on that. I'm like, oh wow, okay, so
Nice.
this is pretty consistently going. But meanwhile, this stuff in California is just going crazier than that, which is nuts. But I learned, like, I think it was like 1/3 of the houses that are in California are empty because they're just bought by foreign investors.
Yeah, that's what drives the prices up.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah. So it's like, that's it. It's not really,
That's kind of frustrating and sad.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's what, same thing Vancouver. You look at Vancouver, prices are ridiculous, but it's all the Chinese people buying places because they want to diversify from China, because who knows what the hell's happened in China.
Well, in China, you can only own land for 30 years, I think, and then you have to give it back to the government. And so they're trying to get their money out, essentially.
Yeah, it makes sense. And just buy something in Canada and drive prices sky high, which is unfortunate. I mean, New Zealand actually implemented price, like a foreign investor cap. Like, they won't let foreign investors buy property in New Zealand anymore because it was like,
that's amazing.
Yeah,
I didn't know New Zealand did that.
Yep, because they were, driving, like, regular New Zealanders couldn't afford housing in New Zealand anymore because all these other foreign investors were buying property, and it's kind of crappy.
Oh, absolutely. I wish we did that here. I really wish we did that in the United States.
Yeah, but we're like a free capital market and all this fun stuff.
Yeah, right, free capital. I'm native, okay? I don't care. It's not that, okay? That's only been 400 years. We've got a 14,000-year history here.
Yeah.
It's not that.
Yeah, it gets a little... I mean, Mexico, on the other hand, too, you can only do 99-year leases. Like, if you buy a place in Mexico, after 99 years, give it back, which is great. Yeah, so, I mean... It was interesting. I was reading about Saudi Arabia, and they were buying places, bunch of land in like Arizona, and literally getting like water out of wells and shipping it back to Saudi Arabia.
Oh, wow.
I know, and all these farmers are pissed off because it's draining their like water beds.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Which is like fair enough,
Sure.
So.
Wow.
Yep. When it comes to this type of stuff, it's definitely tricky and challenging.
And see, and that's, yeah, I was just talking to, I'm trying to think who I was telling about this. I was talking to my fiance. So, like, okay, if you look at the human trajectory, all of human existence, we've succeeded by overwhelming failure, by having so many people to just have the numbers to just do more, and that's what's succeeded. So in order to have that be a fully successful thing for all of us as a species, we have to have an equality of opportunity for everyone, because it's crowdsourcing. That's the success. It's just crowdsourcing things until we figure it out. And the only way to do that is to get rid of that level of ownership, that level of, well, you know, my dad's dad passed this down. Because that's how, like, if you look at billionaires, like, that's how they got their billions. Their great-grandfather or great-great-grandfather, like, had a boat, and they were able to deliver spices, and that's how their family became billionaires and multi-billionaire family lines. But it's like, that had nothing to do with you. You didn't do any of this.
Yeah.
And so where's that opportunity? Because now that money's funneled into you, when maybe there was a great quote that said, I'm not so concerned with the lines and shapes of Einstein's brain as I am concerned about the fact that someone equally as smart has died toiling on a field as a slave.
Yeah.
And that, to me, that says it. It's like there's opportunity. Yeah, we could have cured cancer if we had crowdsourcing, if we had equal opportunity. The world we live in would be so much better.
Yeah.
But people hoard it. And that's the issue. So I think we need to get there, but it's going to take, you and I are going to be long gone before it actually does. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely tricky. I'm like 50-50 on that, because you look at like crowdsourcing and, like, you know, China and some of these other countries that have been around, and, you know, they have the right ideas, but then you put the wrong people in power and it just goes all to shit. So like, who's in charge of distributing everything?
That's,
you know,
a great point. Yeah.
That's where I get concerned, because they get unlimited power. I mean, I don't. It's so complicated, but I'm with you. There's got to be a better way. I mean,
yes.
With respect to just purely land and ownership. I mean, these corporations are buying up subdivisions, neighborhoods.
Yep.
They're driving up prices. So you know,
people can't
we don't need. I mean, I think majority of the people just want to have like place to go to, live a comfortable life.
Yeah.
You know, they don't need anything excessive.
Yeah, nobody's wanting a mansion. They just want a house where they can fit their family and rest their head and a good school. And that's it. And that's it. Yeah. But like you said, corporations are buying up housing, especially like Airbnb and all this stuff. Like, that became this huge investment thing. But it's like, these are houses for people to live in. Like, this isn't about a portfolio, you know? And, and it's killing the market.
Definitely.
It's so unfortunate.
There's just so many variables.
Yeah.
It's very challenging. But
first
thing, you know, that we talked about, there's got to be some sort of like caps on, you know, first, one of my main things is taxes. You know, you may have something reasonable, but then the government keeps increasing taxes and taxes and taxes, and then all of a sudden this home you can't afford, because you get taxed on your salary, then you get taxed on your home, then you get taxed on your groceries, then you get taxed on, you know.
No, you've got it. That's absolutely right.
Tax on top of tax on top of tax on top of tax.
It is so much. It was so great chatting with you.
I got you, man. I hope you have a good day.
Thank you.
And take it easy. Drive safe.
That's fine. Thank you.
Thank you.